Hello, everybody. My name is Valarie Harris, and this is your Stepping Up and Stepping Out series that airs every Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. And I hope everyone can hear me out there today. And because I was testing something, so I want to make sure everybody can hear me. But, guys, this series has been designed just for you to inspire you, to encourage you, and to empower its listeners to step up and step out of their comfort zone. And as an author and life purpose empowerment coach and leadership consultant, I help women in leadership and entrepreneurs build a business that creates financial freedom, a healthy lifestyle, and leave a legacy. So today, I'm not going to keep you out here very long. We will be talking about overcoming obstacles. So let's think about that for a few minutes. We're going to be talking about overcoming obstacles. That's what we're going to be talking about. In fact, I'm going to give you 5 tips to overcoming obstacles. So I hope you have some paper and pencil, and put in the chat if you've ever experienced going through different obstacles in your life. Put a 1 in the chat if you have, because I want to leave you with 5 tips that can help us, not only you, but to help me as well, to deal with obstacles as we go through them. So the first tip I want to give you is we have to stay positive. And I know that sounds easy to say it, and you're saying, well, how am I going to stay positive when I'm going through an obstacle? It takes practice because, look, during life, we're going to have obstacles, but we can't just fly off the handle when those obstacles come up. When we're facing them, we have to try to maintain a positive attitude. And instead of dwelling on the problems, because problems are going to come, it is important to try to focus on what kind of solution you can come up to combat that obstacle that you might be going through at that particular time. And the number one thing is you have to believe in yourself. And a lot of times I've told you, we have to believe in ourselves, believe in our abilities so that we can overcome those obstacles when they come our way. So that is the first thing. We have to try to stay positive. And then the next tip that I would like to give you about, helping you to overcome obstacles is to break down the obstacle. Try to evaluate what's going on with this obstacle that I'm going through right now. And, of course, it's going to seem overwhelming, but we have to break it down and look at it at the small steps and see what we need to do to combat whatever it is that obstacle is bringing into our lives. And think about what might have caused it so that we won't be so overwhelmed when the obstacles come, and try to focus on combating that obstacle one step at a time. And then as we combat it one step at a time, celebrate the progress that we make when that happens. Because in life, guys, guess what? We are going to face different obstacles and situations, but we have to learn how to keep a positive mind and to learn how to break down that obstacle step by step so that we can see what we need to do to prevent some things, or maybe what do we do to cause it ourselves. And so we have to be very mindful of those things and try to make sure that we try to take care of that. Okay. So the third thing that I want to bring for you as a tip to help you when you're facing any type of obstacle in your life, and let me bring that up on the screen, is that ask for support. Listen, there's a lot of support out there. So if you're going through an obstacle, or you don't know how to handle it or what have you, ask for some support. It's okay to get help when you are dealing with different obstacles and situations in your life. You can seek support from your friends, even your family, even maybe sometimes your colleagues can offer you some guidance and encouragement. And you can also even consider getting a coach. Like I told you, I'm an empowerment coach. So if you need me and you're going through things that you can't handle, listen, you can always reach out to me by going to www.talktimeval.com and set up a free consultation so we can see what we need to do to help you to overcome whatever obstacles you might be going through in your life, or get a mentor who can provide their expert advice to help you develop a action plan. And I also help with action plans as well. But there are people out there, guys, that can help you when you're going through any type of obstacle that you feel like you need help with. You don't have to feel like you're alone, because all of us, every one of us, those that are out here now, those that will come back and listen to through the replay, we can all tell you we have faced obstacles and some of the things that we did to be able to combat those obstacles that might have come up in our lives. And the fourth tip I would like to leave you with is, embrace failure, because failure is a part of our learning process. And instead of being discouraged by failure, embrace it as an opportunity to learn and grow something, and grow as far as learning something new through that process when you were going through that particular obstacle. Because every time you go through an obstacle, anytime you go through a challenge, anytime you go through a setback, you learn something different, and you learn something different about yourself, even in the process. And so you can consider also, when that's going on, what went wrong, and use that knowledge to develop a new strategy, so that the next time when an obstacle comes and you feel like you're feeling overwhelmed, that you can put those things into place so that you can combat them, feel more comfortable about it, feel success in being able to overcome that obstacle. And remember that every failure that we have is gets us a step closer to our success. So just know that sometimes when you're going through some kind of obstacle, that God is about to do something great in your life. And so don't fail the test by getting overwhelmed, getting angry, or lashing out at people. Just try to keep a positive attitude so that you can get better at whatever it is that you're going through with that particular obstacle. And the last obstacle tip that I want to give you is to stay persistent. We have to be persistent when obstacles come our way. And I know that sounds like you're saying, how can you do that? It can be done, but you have to learn how to do it. You have to practice doing it. At every obstacle that you come about, to think about it. Okay, what did I do the last time? So what do I need to do different this time? So we have to stay persistent in overcoming those obstacles, and because they oftentimes require us to persevere through them, because it might take time to get through that particular obstacle. Some obstacles you might get through quick. Some obstacles, they might not go away as quick. So just learn how to be persistent and persevere while you're going through that particular obstacle that might come up in your life. And don't give up if you encounter setbacks and roadblocks, because in life, sorry to say, we are going to come up against different roadblocks and setbacks in our lives, but it's okay, because we are going to grow from it. We're going to get more experience from it, and it's going to make us come out being a better person. And another thing, as you're doing that, staying persistent and persevering, stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward. Don't stop. Just continue to move forward whenever you're going through any type of obstacle in your life. And always remember that success often requires hard work and dedication, but it can be rewarding and worth it. So just make sure that, when you're going through these different obstacles, number one, what did I tell you? Put in the chat. Stay positive. That's one thing you can do. Another thing, try to break down the obstacle. The third thing to do, ask for support if you need help, guys. And listen, embrace failure, because when we embrace that failure, we're going to learn something. We're going to come out on the other end as a better person. And also, stay persistent and persevere while you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. And guys, that's all I really had to talk to you all about, is about giving you some tips about how to overcome obstacles, because that is just a part of life, and that we go through those obstacles sometimes in our lives. Hello, Ayana. I'm so glad you came out to be with me today. And thank you. My husband is out here with me today. And so I just appreciate you guys coming out with me this evening, because in life we go through obstacles. But guess what? God is our strength. And God tells us that He will never leave us nor forsake us. So even in the obstacles that we may go through, just know that you're not alone, and that there are people out there that can help you when you go through the various obstacles that you might go through in life. And guys, that's all I had. And before I leave, I always tell you guys to check out my YouTube channel and go and subscribe to that YouTube channel, guys. And subscribe. And when you go subscribe, look for Stepping Out with Valarie Harris. Make sure you go and subscribe to my channel. And another thing, if you need to sign up for a consultation, you can go to my website, www.talktimeval.com, and sign up for a consultation. And I have a new book that has been out, but I want to continue to advertise that book, The Effects of a Prayer in the Life of a Leader. And you can get it on Amazon. You can go to Barnes and Nobles. You can go to Books A Million. There are various bookstores that you can find this workbook. It's a journal workbook, and it is powerful. It's a 12-month book. So go out there and support me and get that book. And that's all I have for you guys today. And I just wanted to come out and just let you know that I'm here for you if you're dealing with any kind of obstacles in your life, or if you need a coach or somebody to encourage you, or mentor, or whatever. Get in contact. I'm your girl. Let me know what I can do to help you to overcome whatever obstacles you might be going through in your life. And so listen, Talk Time Val is about to sign out, because like I tell you, especially if I don't have a guest, I'm not going to keep you out here long. So Talk Time Val